welcome to the Wilcox Performing Arts Center. Before we start the performance, we would like to make you aware of a few auditorium etiquette procedures. Please take a moment before the performance to silence and darken all cell phones and other electronic devices. As a courtesy of respect for the performers and audience members, refrain from reading or sending text messages, as well as taking flash and video photography during the performance. Please wait for applause before leaving or returning to your seats. We have wonderful acoustics in our home. Even the quietest of whispers can be heard and can be distracting to the performers and your fellow audience members. We hope you enjoy the performance and thank you for attending.
Good evening. This is our Algona 7th and 8th grade band. Tonight's concert is a result of a process that started even before the school year. Mr. Leland and I put together something that we call the Algona Band's Recording Project. We've been working hard since fall to prepare some music that we recorded in December. We sent in the recordings in January to the Iowa Bandmasters Association, and through that, they go through a blind audition process where they will listen to all bands who have submitted an audition recording. They have no idea where these schools are from, and then they pick. They might say, all right, band C was the number one band. And so through blind audition process, Algona 7th and 8th grade band was selected to represent the Class 3A and 4A middle school bands from the state of Iowa. We're the only ones in Class 3A, 4A. They selected one other middle school band from Class 1A, 2A. So we can say, as objectively as we can, that this is the finest 3A, 4A middle school band in the state of Iowa. So these students have worked extremely hard. They have rehearsed focused, intensely, quickly paced every day for the last 3 months. It's been impressive. It would be awesome to see someone come into our band room and see what we're doing on any given rehearsal. And because of that, they're well prepared. Tonight's program, we separated from 5th and 6th grade. We have 7 pieces. We want to share this with you. Students, we're sharing our music. This is where we get to enjoy the work that we've been doing and share it with others. So, let's get started.
My name is Carson Myrie. I play the bass clarinet. This year marks the 250th anniversary of the Battle of Lexington and Concord, which took place on April 19, 1775. With the famous shot heard around the world, these battles marked the start of the American Revolutionary War. Politically disastrous for the British, these battles persuaded many Americans to help take arms and support the cause of independence. An important part of American history comes to life through the piece March to Concord. The familiar patriotic anthem, Chester, is woven throughout the work, coupled with an engaging original melody. This anthem receives a very unique treatment throughout the piece with its stringing, creative percussion writing, powerful wind movements, and the soaring melodic lines.
My name is Molly Tilgis, and I play the horn. Drawing on two early American hymn tunes, On Joyful Wing is a beautifully paced lyric piece with moments of calm reflection as well as emotional high points. The opening uses the lesser-known tune called Vermont, composed by William Billings. This is followed by a poignant adaptation of the familiar hymn, Nearer My God to Thee, composed by Sarah Flower Adams.
I'd like to draw your attention to two things here. 7th and 8th grade band performed at the Adventureland Festival of Bands on Saturday. So it's been a busy performance week with Saturday, tonight, and Thursday. It was a great day, beautiful weather, a lot of fun on the rides, and the students performed very well. The judges really liked them. They got a 1+ rating, which is the highest rating they award. Only 2 bands of the day got a 1+ rating, and then we were awarded the Class 2A Best of Center Award, which they award to only 1 band in each class. So congratulations, band. I'd also like to draw your attention to the back of your program. One of the supports we have that makes our band program so strong is our summer lesson program. I'll let you read the details. We encourage students to participate in this. The important thing I want to share with you tonight is this form plus a $40 payment is due back to me by this Friday. That allows me to get a schedule put together and back to you guys before the end of the school year.
My name is Greta Rivas Torres, and I play the elbow. Each year in July in the city of Pamplona, Spain, hundreds of people participate in the running of bulls, which precedes the daily bullfights during the Fiesta de Fermín. El Toro, which is Spanish for the bull, is an exciting piece with a Spanish verb that has moments of harmonic tension and drama with strong melodies and counter melodies. Those who hear El Toro can imagine the adrenaline of the run and the celebrations of La Fiesta.
My name is Wyatt Meshke, and I play the alto saxophone. Imminent Danger is a unique piece for concert band with audio. It incorporates the heavy bass and syncopated rhythms of dubstep and electronic dance music that originated in London, combined with sounds of trap hop and electric subgenre of hip hop that originated in Atlanta. In this piece, a looming sense of danger is evoked with dissonant harmonies, syncopated and seemingly disjunct rhythms, and flowing melodic lines.
My name is Zachary Riensma, and I play trumpet. When Summer's in the Meadow is a setting of a new famous tune from the Irish county of Derry in the north, also sometimes called Londonderry. With its title originating in one of the most poignant, nostalgic lines of text, this piece is arranged in a dreamily beautiful setting of its beloved song. A number of scoring elements elevate this work to a high musical standard.
I'm going to intercept. You're okay. I do want to take a moment to offer a very sincere thank you to a number of people who are a big part of the band's success this year. So please hold your applause to the end here. I'd like to thank the best band teammates that I could ask for in Nick Liebel and Dave Rich. I want to thank the other amazing music staff that we have here in Algona. We have Marisa Merkel, Todd Herbstalmer, we have Jill and Adam Orban, that's two different people. Thank you to the outstanding support from our administration, our school board, our community. Thank you also for the support from our fantastic music boosters, the Algona Vocal and Instrumental Promoters. Band parents, I want to thank you for the continued musical support you've offered your children over the past 4 years. It's been awesome. Lastly, I'd like to thank the students behind me. I had the opportunity to share a bit of my heart with the students in rehearsal last week, so I'll keep it brief tonight. Students, congratulations on representing the Algona school and community in such a fine manner. It's an honor to stand in front of you every day and make music together. Let's give these students one more round of applause.
My name is Lizzie Gadden and I play the tuba. Behemoth is a programmatic piece that follows an adventure of a battle with a dangerous and powerful enemy. The music begins distantly and ominously. It is clear that danger is ahead, but its scale or magnitude is not so obvious. Upon the end of the introduction, the danger makes its presence known and rises from the ground. The adventurer quickly hides from the danger and plots the next strategy of attack. However, the protagonist is not safe and is constantly being sought out by the opponent. Later, the powerful creature is once again in full view. Finally, after a long and strenuous fight, the end marks victory, and our lone adventurer lives to recount the tale.